What's up out there? This is going to be a little bit different of a video than I normally make. So I don't like trash talking games. If I don't like something, I just don't promote it. That's as easy as that. Now, this is a little bit different. I don't know if this is like a PSA or a cautionary tale or anything like that. I don't know where I'm exactly going with this. I feel like I just need to vent a little bit, I guess. But I backed this game called Project Wraith on Kickstarter back in 2021, and they've got a playtest going today. And I just want to walk you through my headspace before I show you gameplay and try to get you on the disappointment level that I am currently at. And I had no expectations going into this. So this is a game called Project Wraith that started life back in, I think it was August of 2021. And the idea behind this is that it's going to be something like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, something along those lines, fast-paced, no-nonsense FPS experience. That's what they call it here. They were aiming for a March 2022 Steam Early Access release. It's right there on the Kickstarter page, which will include, this is in 2022, 18 fully customizable weapons, 5 maps, team deathmatch, domination, and bomb defusal modes. This was going to release into early access March of 2022. Okay, so then we swap over to Steam and go look at the news in here. You will notice that they delayed the early access up until June. Now, in the meantime, I did get my backer copy and I could go in and play. I think there was the air base. I'm guessing that was the only map that there was. I think we could have got online and shot each other or something. I tried out the shooting range and that was kind of that. I didn't really play it. I was like, all right, cool. It functions. It looks like they've actually produced something. And the early access period was going to start soon, and then it just never did. So we never did get any kind of early access period. In fact, you'll notice that in June of 2022, they overhauled the Volga airbase. So why is this important? Well, basically, there was a Steam message in October and November of 2022, and then radio silence up until January of this year, 2025, when they announced, hey, we're still working on the game, which, okay, it's been a fairly lengthy gap in between everything. We also got notice in March that they're rebranding it as Wraith Ops, and they have gone in with Team 17. Is this where they announced that? I know somewhere in there they announced that they've partnered with Team 17. I'm not sure where it shows it all in here. But at any rate, then we skip forward. You know, we've got January, March, and April of this year. We've got some messages. Then they fast forward into early August of this year with the playtest going from August 18th through the 25th. Now, you could get into this playtest. Obviously, if you were a backer of the game, you could just play the playtest. I'm sure they hired some streamers to play, and because you could get access through Twitch streams and view the game and everything from there and see how it was. You get a key to the game and play it there, or you could wait until like August 22nd or 3rd or something like that, and then you could just go on Steam and play it. Now, from what I've seen, if you go look at the Steam charts or whatever, the highest concurrent player count has been like 170, and looking at the actual build that we got is very disappointing. So let's switch over and I will start showing you the footage. So what we actually got in 2025 is kind of disappointing if you ask me. If I look at the Steam page, they say we get all 3 classes. We get the airfield map with the Overlord 12v12 matches, which is the same airfield map from 2022, I guess. There's a solo training range area for testing guns, which is also the backer build we had in 2022. There's character and weapon customization, which I believe we had some of that back then. 20 plus weapons, which maybe they've added some other weapons. There's a tutorial UI, a reported bug section, and some feedback parts. So it's pretty disappointing, to be perfectly blunt and honest about it. It's interesting that they say there are only 6 passionate people that are working on this, but what have they been doing for the last 3 years? Like, this is the same backer build that we had back then, and it's now brought out as a playtest. And to be even more blunt, when you come off of the amazing Battlefield 6 beta weekends that we've had, and then you look at this and you play this, I hopefully you can understand why I'm so disappointed in this. It's built on Unreal 5 apparently, which runs horribly. I don't know. I watched a fairly large channel covering this, streaming it, and it looked fine on their, from their standpoint, it looked fine. They've probably got a pretty beefy PC. I don't know. I was playing this and it had some kind of bad performance here and there. It went into some weird slow mode for a little while. It really feels like a janky, I don't know, kind of a mess sort of a game, but it's been fairly disappointing. So where is all the maps and game modes and stuff we were promised from the early access period back in 2022? Like, this stuff was listed on the page as what was coming into early access fairly soon. And we got radio silence for years, rebranded, and then shoving some playtest out the door with the same backer copy that we had 3 years ago. Now, it is frustrating. I would love to give them the benefit of the doubt, but as somebody that backed this game and kind of followed it for a little while and then tried the play tests that they offered, it's really disappointing to see this. And hopefully they come back and make it something good. But to be honest with you, I have I had zero expectations. I have less than zero expectations that this game is going to go forward into something actually worthwhile. And it's sad to see and unfortunate. I really just wanted to put this video out to just vent a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't have any like ill will against this game or team, and hopefully they turn whatever they get around. But I hope you understand why it's been frustrating to see this coming out, because what we have now as a playtest is what we had in 2022. And the promise of the early access game modes and maps and everything is gone. Like, it's just not there. So I know this affects very few people because only a couple hundred people back this game, but it's still frustrating, and it still sucks to see that this game is just not really improved or moved in like 3 years. So anyway, I don't want to make this, I don't want to leave the video negative, and I don't want to make a video like this, but unfortunately, from the inside of a backer looking out, that this is unfortunately where we're at. On a positive note, the game is playable. It looks to be like they're back with it, and they hopefully are going forward with development on it and making it into something good. I'm a backer. I'm definitely going to be following it, and hopefully I have a very positive video to make in the future. But as of the time of this recording in August of 2025, it's fairly disappointing. So anyway, I hate to make a video like this. I hate to leave it on a downer, but it is what it is, and that's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.